So yeah, we had a pretty sweet live wager earlier, and we're gonna have on Greg the Greek and Dan the Professor Kaiser for the first half of this game and see what the audience does here. Whenever these guys are ready to come on. I find that Facebook's quite behind. Anyone got any pictures of food? They can put it in our Discord so we can look at it. Yeah, so we're 3-1 with our live wagers. Today, Dan and I did one earlier on Detroit. I took the under 30.5 in the first half when it was 14 points. And that came in. That was good. See if Dan is ready.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey, happy Thanksgiving.
What's up? How was Thanksgiving
much.
there, Craig?
Oh, it was a lot of fun. A lot of traveling and seeing a lot of family, but it was ate a lot of good food.
Nice, man. Well, let's see if we can
good.
hit another live wager here tonight.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me switch up my devices here in a moment.
All right. Anyways, that one earlier was pretty sweet. So Dan, Can't see you either.
I don't know. I turned the camera on.
Oh, I'm gonna leave the call. Alright.
Right, here we go. Maybe.
Still sort of loading.
Yeah.
For you too, eh?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, maybe you should leave the call too.
That same thing.
Huh. Well, I have no clue if that's on my end or your end or...
I don't know.
How was dinner? Are you still eating dinner? Or you're done?
No, I'm done, mate. I put it on basically when we signed off. It only takes 40 minutes to cook.
Uh-huh.
And I don't know, it wasn't much. Clinton was getting ready for a Fortnite tournament later today, so he just grabbed his food and went back to his room, and I was talking to my mate from England. So it's kind of wasn't really like a sit down family type meal, but it was good. It's good food, obviously, but
Uh-huh. Good, buddy. So I don't know what to do here. Huh.
so are you streaming on the website?
On what website? On Twitch? I'm streaming on Twitch right now. Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Why this is... Maybe on your end, mate. Well, if we can't get the guys in, I don't know what to say. Technical difficulties. Maybe there's like so many calls going on right now. William, I gotta start the contest again, so I'm gonna do that right now. So we're redoing the contest here. Huh. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get these guys or something. Okay, here we go. Hey.
Hey.
What's up? Not much. So does your, there you go. Yours is working.
What's going on? I can't see you guys, but I can usually.
You can hear me though. I think it's Dan who's having issues.
Yeah, I can hear you. So I'm already. So like I already had some bets with some earlier in the day. It's ironic. I was already on that over as well. I got at 36.5, which was just absurdly low. My book also ran a special that if you bet the over individually in any 3 of the games, they would double your winnings.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
So lost the second one, obviously, but I already had some bets on the first half under for the first game.
Okay.
It was good. And I do this thing where I stack parlays on all the plays I like within like a given time frame.
Right.
That start at different times, and then what happens is like I pick up different legs of them because my book reimburses me on like any parlay 5 legs or more that I get just that I'm off by 1 leg, I get reimbursed for the bet. So
Okay.
I kind of like take this approach where I do a bunch of them, and then like I'll stack up parlays with very similar situations but slightly different on all the different plays I like, and then I'll get in a situation where like I have like right now like multiple parlays. Like if it hits the first half under, I'll hit pretty big.
Right.
So what I'm looking to do now, like now that I've set that kind of stage up, is I'm trying to hammer a first half over bet that's in between and middle. And that's basically what I'm trying to do right now. But I definitely be looking at some player props and all that for my live wagering as well. And we'll definitely try to come up with something hopefully here.
Cool. Dan wants to try again here, so I think we have to start all over again once again here. All right?
You want me to end it? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how else to do it.
Hello?
Dan.
Let's see, get the camera here.
All right. We can hear you.
That's a second. All right, well, let me, okay, just a second. There we go.
There we go.
Looks good. Happy Thanksgiving.
Yep, same to you, same to you. Didn't eat too much, did you?
Oh man, I was falling asleep there for a second, I'm not gonna lie. I ate my fair share, that's for sure. Drank some beer, it was good. It was a good day. Did you fry a turkey?
Yep.
It came out good?
Yeah, came out excellent, actually.
That's great. Yeah. I think we gotta get on this
Oh man.
that,
Huge sack.
turducken. You guys know about that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've done up a turducken.
You've done it?
Well,
Can you tell me about it?
well, let me rephrase that. I've bought a turducken and cooked it. And I'll rephrase that. Other people have. I don't even know if I've bought it, but I've eaten turduckens. That's all I know, for sure. But yeah, I've had turduckens a few times. I probably didn't cook them or buy them, but I ate them.
Oh, my book for some reason actually does not have the oh yeah, they do. It's like hidden. They're not like the player props aren't available live, it looks like, which I'm surprised. Interesting. This is kind of what I expected the Saints defense to play really well in this game.
No value here yet. A quick 3 and out.
Line's pretty big. 8.5 on the line right now. So what did you guys think about the games earlier? Oh, that's blocked.
I thought they were both pretty good. Wow.
Taysom Hill, the utility guy, blocked it.
Yeah.
So I think we're all on the same delay. You know what I mean?
Same delay.
Yeah.
The lag.
It seems like we're getting it pretty much at the same time here.
No, I'm behind again.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, because Greg said, "Oh, that's blocked," and there's no guy near him yet for me, so I'm a little bit behind.
yeah, I have a really good because I have like an old school cable box on this TV. Like it's like a direct cable line
Okay.
to the cable. Like it's not like a digital. Well, they're all digital, but it's like a old school, like straight to the line cable. So it's really quick. It's not like a HD TV or anything.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah,
No, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say you still have today's games. Yeah, I thought, I don't know, the Lions game surprised me a little bit. I didn't think the Lions were gonna do that well. And then I don't know, the Bills game pretty much played out just as I figured it would.
Yeah, I was saying that the Bears. I mean, put it like this: I had Bears defense on my fantasy team. I have Kamara too. It really would be nice if we scored there. But I didn't start them because I thought that they weren't even in a good spot, and I bet the over on the game. And I had tied into some parlays already, like Chicago +1 when the lines first came out. But I did not want to bet this side. I knew that 5.5 was too many points. I was already veering that direction, and sure enough, I mean, what the hell, this third string guy comes in and plays better than, way better than anyone expected.
Yeah, of course.
Touchdown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I got in on the Bears. I had the Bears at -4, and I was like, that's the third push in 2 days I've had. So I've been kind of just.
Yeah, you got to them too late because like they were even hanging around 2.5 for a while. Like I was watching the movement on that, and I was like, wow. I probably should have bet more on it, but I already was on the over on that game like from the beginning because I was like, I just kind of knew that the Bears were going to have to score a good amount of points to win that game, and I thought that they would be in it. Dude, that's like one of those things when they're playing like that dome in like a prime time situation, man. I don't know. When I saw that total, I got it at 36.5. It was just like way too low. Everyone was betting the under. And I know when you guys originally asked me about that game, I even said I originally thought
52.5 on the total.
Under's the only way you could go. So it's 13.5 Falcons. Do you really think that the Falcons are going to hang in this game?
No. I think they're going to come back to earth.
It's probably going to go up that total too.
They had just one anomaly game, I think. You know what I mean? That happens all the time in the NFL.
So what else stands out to you there, Dan, on Thanksgiving Day? What's going on in that college game?
Last time
Lots of points. Now it's 14-7.
What about first half under 28.5. So when did you bet that under? You said the other one. Did you bet that right after the second touchdown in the first game?
Yeah, pretty much right after.
Yeah, that's exactly what you want to do. That was like, that's a perfect example. And like, if you had the, imagine if you had the over to begin with too, dude. Because that over, I think, was 19 to it open. So you would have had like an 11-point window there.
Cool, man. And so, what else is going on here? What about the what's going on in the hockey?
There's
a lot of that's a lot of scoring going on in that hockey game. But look at Montreal.
We could talk a little bit about the college football. Montreal.
Yeah, Montreal got smoked 8-1 by Boston just the other night, and now they're losing 2-1 at home to New Jersey, and so this will be their 6th loss in a row. Montreal, after a great start.
I live bet.
It's pathetic.
I live bet the Mississippi State game at like plus 6.5. Probably should have just bet the over, but I think that they'll that was a game that I live bet just now.
Right. Yeah, you can't have my video for some reason because it's different or whatever. Look at this huge return.
Yeah, that's a big return. I don't know. Matt Ryan went backwards last time. When the Saints D shows up, they're good. The Saints always takes the Giants like leftover players and turns them into like starters.
Yeah.
52.5 and 12.5 with the Falcons. Yeah, I remember at one point you could get the Bills at plus 10.5.
Yeah, I saw it at 11.5. I was thinking about it too when I was watching that. I was like, wow. It was crazy, that game. I don't know how they even tried to help the Cowboys out there a little bit.
Sure seemed like all the calls at the start were going Dallas's way.
Yeah, it looked like they were trying to make up for that Patriots game a little bit in the first half there on how they got fucked, I think. That's what it kind of looked like in my perception. But, yeah, it was like a couple turnover called back on a flag. Couple, that was pretty much a 10-point swing if you think about it. That was in the first half. And then they just got completely outplayed that entire game pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Josh Allen, he looked pretty good.
Yeah. Well, and then I heard after the game, I wasn't paying that much close attention to that, but Elliott didn't touch the ball for like the last 24 minutes of the game.
Yeah, I mean, they're having trouble getting it to him. Like, there's a lot of plays that you saw that there was like miscommunications between Elliott and Dak, and they wouldn't get a clean like break out of the flat, and all that shit. I mean, and Buffalo brought it. Like, they were forcing turnovers. Dak turned the ball over way too many times. He held on to that one fumble. Like, he held on to the ball in the pocket with no awareness there, and just for way too long, and gave up a fumble. He gave up a couple sacks where he probably could have got rid of the ball, and then he gave up that fucking interception to the lineman, and then that other pick. And then he had the other pick called back, so Dak really played a shitty game. But they had the short week. I mean, if you want to give them excuses, they had the short week, and, they had the fucking owner's pressure on them and all that. So It was quite a. It was quite a situation. It was a lot of pressure on them, especially once they got down in that game.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, but do you pay? Well, do you pay Dak at the end of the year though?
But do you pay Dak? You said.
I mean, do you pay him? Do you give him his $100 million or whatever?
Fuck. I mean, I'm not a general manager, but I definitely wouldn't.
So Julio Jones was rendered inactive just before this game, eh?
I just think it's smarter, like, to spend your money in other areas. Like, I mean, if you look at the league now, who are the best quarterbacks, right? Are they the quarterbacks making the most money? Not really.
Right.
Right?
But
Eli Manning, all these guys, like, you lock yourself up.
But I also think they screwed up giving Elliott all that money this year.
Probably. It's probably because, like, if you look at the way running backs don't have a long shelf life, like, when you invest in a running back, you're really not doing anything smart in terms of a team aspect, even though he's an amazing player. I mean, he's a Hall of Famer. They were kind of caught in a tight spot there because they needed him to come back and start playing with the team, because Dak can't even do shit without a good running game, so they needed him. He really had them by the balls there. Jerry Jones didn't really have a play.
So, anything interesting? I mean, the line's already dropped. It was at 52.5.
It's basically come back down to the situation of where it was pregame, based on the amount of time.
The spread I can get right now on the Falcons, but 49.5 on the total.
Yeah, I'm trying to wait the first half total. I'm trying to let that get under. Like, if it can somehow, Atlanta's defense can kill clock and hold them for a little bit. I'm trying to get the under at least like 20 points around there on the over. I could hedge my bets that I have here already.
Yeah, I had no real feel for this game at all.
There's really not a good.
The Falcons are such a train wreck.
Honestly, the perfect bet would have been like lay the juice on money line first quarter Saints. That would have been fucking. I know it sounds ridiculous, but that would have been the perfect bet, because I really didn't think the Falcons were going to come out the gate hot here after what happened the first time. I thought that at least the Saints defense would show up.
Yeah, what's going on here in college football? It's still 14-7.
Mississippi, the line's at -1 now. Dude, I'm telling you, you take advantage of these these lines live when you see an early 2-touchdown lead, that sort of thing. Kind of like with the Bills today.
Wow. Well, we're already almost halfway through the first. Sort of we're trying something else. We're trying something different tonight. Letting you guys be the headline of the show here.
There's nothing special here. You should have been the headline.
So, what do you like? You got any thoughts about Saturday?
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that.
There's a nice completion.
I mean, should be good.
Do you remember when people thought that As Stan and I were talking about today, that what's his head should have remained Teddy Bridgewater, the quarterback of the Saints. But Drew Brees is looking pretty good.
Nah, he's good. Drew Brees knows how to run this offense better than anyone. I mean, the over-under on his yards was like 300 something, 300 and change.
Right.
Yeah, so the line on this Ohio State-Michigan game, a lot of people have bought on the Michigan side. The line, I think, opened at 9, came up to 9.5 for a little bit, and then it's been bought down to 8. So, I mean, they still have not put out the first half lines, which is what I told you. I was really trying to target the first half on Ohio State's side in that game. But what else? Aren't there some games? There's some games tomorrow. I still no first half lines available on these games either, for whatever reason at my book. A lot of people have bought on to Memphis. I saw Iowa opened at -6, I think. It got down to -5, and that's at -5.5 against Nebraska.
Right.
I mean, Iowa's definitely the better team there,
Oh.
but at 5.5, do you think they're going to cover with such a low total?
Too bad. It was at 52.5, that total. Take the under there. Now it's dropping and dropping.
I don't know.
I don't know. I'm definitely gonna try to live bet some of these games. One of my buddies will be putting out his picks on college football that I really respect, so I'll be tailing a bunch of his picks. I'll definitely try to post them. I'm interested in seeing how this Virginia game is. I really can't see this game going over the total of 47, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, you're right.
It feels like we had more people watching earlier today than now.
Yeah.
They're probably all sleeping.
Yeah, people are turducking out. Yeah. No, I see, like, with Virginia Tech, my theory is this. With Virginia Tech being the favorite, like, it has to be an under game. I mean, they are a short favorite, but...
I don't know. Neither team's done much this year.
I just think there's such a control offense, that Virginia Tech offense, with that big quarterback that runs. I don't know his name, but I've watched them a bunch, and I know that, like, he's not, like, the best of throwers, but he's like one of those big guys.
Hold on,
that's
you
really
guys,
hard
one
to bring
sec.
down.
Be Santa Claus RNT rap
Like
give
Lamar
X
Jackson.
FY said Toxify Legion hangs niggers,
Texas
niggers,
Texas
fuck
Tech.
niggers, buttholes,
I don't
till they
really
join
know how
Toxify
those two
Legion.
teams match up
Be
against
Santa
each
Claus
other,
RNT
but
rap gift XIFY
I tell you,
said
I can't bet
Toxify
Texas
Legion
at
hangs
-10.
niggers, niggers, fuck niggers, buttholes, till they
And
join
so I'd probably just
Toxify
stay away
Legion.
from that game. But
Be Santa Claus RNT rap gift
pretty big total at
XIFY said
64.5.
Toxify Legion hangs niggers, ill niggers, fuck niggers, buttholes,
So
till they
they
join
obviously think no
Toxify
one's going to
Legion.
be able to stop each other.
Be Santa Claus RNT rap gift XIFY said Toxify Legion hangs niggers, ill niggers, fuck niggers, buttholes, till they join Toxify
Yeah,
Legion.
that I don't know what.
B Santa Claus RNT rap
Cincinnati
gift
games got me
XIFY
puzzled.
Toxify Legion hangs niggers ill niggers fuck niggers buttholes till they join Toxify
The Cincinnati Memphis game.
Yeah.
I mean, the
Santa
line
Claus
moved a
RNT
lot
rap
in
gift
Memphis. I
XIFY
feel like
Toxify
it
Legion
moved.
hangs niggers ill niggers
It
fuck
maybe
niggers
opened at
buttholes till
-10,
they
but it
join
was definitely
Toxify
down
Legion.
at -9, and then
B Santa
I
Claus
think maybe
RNT
came
rap
back up
gift
to -11
XIFY
and a half now.
Toxify Legion hangs niggers
Um,
ill niggers fuck niggers buttholes till they join
but-
Toxify Legion. B
That
Santa
Memphis
Claus
team, man,
RNT
they sk-
rap gift
so
XIFY
they've played poorly in a
Toxify
couple
Legion
games
hangs
this
niggers ill
year,
niggers fuck niggers buttholes till
where they
join
really
Toxify
fucking
Legion.
came out bad
B
early.
Santa Claus
and
RNT rap gift
lost
XIFY
the
said
lead
Toxify
against, like,
Legion
Temple
hangs
and
niggers ill niggers fuck
some
niggers
teams.
guys are
buttholes till
spamming
join
our
Toxify Legion.
Spamming? Nice.
Yeah.
I wish I was. I should
I have
hop
to-
in.
so I have to sort of- we have to redo this call here. Hold on a second.
Till they join Toxify Legion.
Alright.
And they play good. They have a good defense. I don't know. It just seems like that's a lot of points, but
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, they
it
I
is.
saw them come into
It's a
Twitch,
shitload of points.
and then they joined the Discord and were quickly spamming stuff.
That's why I said that about, like, I would only live bet a game like that because of the so much line movement that I'd want to see, like, what team, like, what they look like.
right.
But yeah, I agree with you. So many points, and, like, you got to think, like, Cincinnati's one of those teams that can hang in games too. So definitely, if I was gonna bet a side, lean Cincinnati for that many points at 11.5. Too many. But Memphis will probably win. They have that. They can score points in a hurry at times, which is why the line is so big.
Right.
I mean, you saw the game against SMU.
Yep.
Michigan State, Maryland, -22.5.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I just, even though they covered against Drunk, I just have a hard time laying 22 or laying 22.5 points in Michigan State.
What about Baylor, Kansas? 14, and then 51 is the total.
Mm-hmm.
And then if I really, in that game, I would want to bet the under in that game, but I don't know that. Like, if I was going to bet the over, obviously, I think I'd bet Kansas. But if I was going to bet the under, I would think Baylor would contain them and beat them badly.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that Kansas is going to be able to move the ball on Baylor or not. Be interesting.
Yeah, no, I tend to agree with you there. I just, I tend to agree. Yeah, I agree there, and I just don't know. Kansas. Again, it's one of those teams. Sometimes I watch them and they look pretty decent, and then you watch them and they stink. I can't get a handle on them. But Baylor, the team. I mean, they've also done the same thing to me. I mean, they barely beat TCU, and then they put up in a loss, but they put up 31 or something against Oklahoma. I mean, that team seems to come and go also.
Yeah, well, they do. Scored all those points in the first half.
Yeah, well, that's right. And they, and their defense has looked great at times, and then they basically fell apart. But yeah, I think
All
when
I
I was
know is
looking at that,
I wish we took the under 52.5. I think that was
I
the
wish, yeah,
moment.
no, I saw under first half, 28.5. That would have been so money after the first touchdown. But I think we kind of
Wow.
missed our window, so let's not force it. So the over under in the first half's at 23.5 right now. Obviously, they do this thing at my book because it's crazy because it never used to be like this. But
Right.
they'll put extra juice on the side. Like if I have a pending bet, right? They'll put way more juice on the side that would be the hedge for me.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to pay. Normally, I'd pay like minus 115 for like a live bet or 110, or, something like that. And it's minus 130 right now because I have like a pending bet on the other side. Ooh, they're gonna give him that.
Huh. Just the penalties are just crazy in the NFL. It's just you can't do anything.
It's funny. It's like they do whatever the fuck they want now. Like it's just like it's not
like
even like
soccer.
At least before
It's
they were
like
trying
flopping.
to do like some type of consistency. Oh yeah. This guy doesn't care. He'll call whatever needs to be called to keep these games right where they need to be.
Yeah.
I gotta say that I'm surprised by the score in the New Jersey Montreal. And so Ole Miss goes in for a touchdown.
That was just a flop. He just literally just flopped out of bounds, hoping they would throw it. It's whatever. I think they were gonna get a field goal, so if they stop, it would be the same thing.
Well, it was like that Lions game today. The Lions had like third and 1, and Scarborough ran up the middle, and he had to been a yard short. He got hit right in the hole. He had to been at least half a yard short.
I mean, that whole Cowboys game was ridiculous.
And then they're like, oh, it's a first down, and he made it by like a half a yard, and I'm like,
yeah, I missed a bit of that game. So I was listening to some of it on the radio as I was driving, when we were driving, but I heard the 2 early touchdowns. But
so, what did you think of that David Blau guy?
I mean, from what I saw of him, he looked pretty good. I mean, it's such a small sample size,
Yeah.
And like, but you can't say he didn't play well. Like, but that's the point I was trying to make before about Dak. Like, it's like there's so many guys now that are capable. Oh, they're gonna go for this. Wait for the quarter, obviously. You got second timeout. Oh. They're gonna fuck my over under.
So Dan, your turkey looks pretty sweet, man.
yeah, well, thank you.
Oh, you posted it?
Yeah.
Yeah, Nick sent it to Nick. He posted it in the
Check it out.
the general chat or something.
Oh man, that shit looks fucking banging.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, dude, I gotta get my family into it. Dude, like, I don't know how my family isn't more of like
Into frying
'cause, like,
turkeys.
yeah, yeah. Like, well, my point is like, you know, I'm like, if we do all this stuff, we go so far of our way to like have all these traditions and shit. But like, why don't we fucking have like really banging food, like deep fried turkey?
It's quick. It's
I know it's easier in
yeah.
a lot of
Once
ways.
once you get the oil heated up to 350, it was 3 minutes a pound plus 5 minutes. So it's like four. And I left that in a little bit longer because I was doing something. But it's like yeah, 42 minutes, 45 minutes, and it's done.
Mm-hmm. Just like
It's so good.
this next
That looks
half.
so
So it
good.
takes like a quarter of football, basically. A quarter of football.
I think we got to do that with the turducken though. That's the thing. That's the next level.
Yeah, deep fried turducken.
They do that.
Yeah.
They definitely do that.
So can you tell me how was the turducken when you got it? Like I never eat duck, so I really wouldn't like. It's hard for me to understand what the turducken's like.
Just as you would think, it's got like the different birds in there, and then each layer has like a different sort of like stuffing in there as well and stuff, and
Oh, okay.
in between each
Interesting.
thing, yeah, and that's how you get it.
Interesting.
And it's served in like a slab, like you cut it so you get a little bit of everything.
Oh man, you get all the flavors.
Yeah, yeah. No good.
No flag.
Unders
No
are
flag.
looking great for everyone.
Under like thunder. Well, I told you about the special my book was running. I'm getting people trying to incentivize people to bet the fucking overs.
Yeah. Oh no! How about this one this
they're
time?
doubling. They're doubling the winnings.
Right now, the show is 3-1 with our halftime or our live wagerers.
Yeah, I really don't want to force one now.
No.
Now, I mean, there's no point. We'll post something if we come up with one.
14-14, Ole Miss, Mississippi State.
So
So did you see
if
today? I saw a big upset in college basketball today. It was the LBSU 49ers knocking off Providence, the Friars, as 16.5-point underdogs. Beat them by 1.
Wow, that's a fucking. Well, how about fucking Duke losing?
Well, yeah.
Damn, I was gonna bet Penn against Central Florida, and I didn't pull the trigger on it. I've been so like, with my college basketball leans recently, I've been so on point, and I haven't been betting them all, but I wish I have been, because like, I try to like track what I would bet.
Mm-hmm.
I would be killing it if I was betting everything, but like I don't like exposing my bankroll to that many games, because then I have to reduce my unit size. But yeah, Mississippi tied it up.
Yeah, they're playing for pride in the Egg Bowl. What was the total on that?
Man.
What was the total on that again?
I actually don't know, because I got my bet in. I was busy. I got my bet in so late on that. I live bet it when they were down.
What was the original total?
I don't know what the total is. I live bet Mississippi when they were down.
So I just wanted to comment that I do think that we had more people watching earlier today. Yeah.
I'm surprised.
Yeah, I saw mine.
That's cool. I'm trying to find your shit on YouTube, but I can't find it. Do you have it posted here in the Discord?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Show URL.
Yeah, let me see.
So just wanted to mention that we're still testing. Lots of testing going on still.
Yeah, but
We're
it's
forever
good
testing.
that if we all sign in, it helps like at least get the viewers up there so we can get more people in here.
Yeah.
So definitely sign in. And
Sometimes I have lots of energy, like I did this morning, and other times I don't. And so this has been good, being able to just sort of let you guys carry the show, or at least be the focal point of the show, and I'm just in the background following along. So it's a little different, but it's working. Other than those guys who spammed us, they came into the chat there and spam bombed us with a bunch of hateful stuff. So I think that the Super Bowl would be fun to do, obviously. If we could have like 5 of us doing live wagers or something, you know what I mean, on here? That's why it's like to try another person. If we get another...
Even if you do one on the playoff weekends, like on like the AFC Championship, like the championship weekend, or my favorite 2 weekends are the first 2 weekends of the playoffs in football. Yeah, those are the best, man. Like when you have all the games lined up. Before the championship games. Once it gets down to the championship games, honestly, it gets lame, in my opinion. The excitement's in like not knowing what teams are gonna be in the final, make the final bracket, whatever.
Especially when you know it's going to be the Patriots again.
What about the Ravens? What about the Chiefs?
I mean,
no, I'm just saying it's always one way or another. The Patriots at least they make the conference finals. Not saying it's Super Bowl, but they'll make the conference finals one way or another.
you'd like to think that, but I mean,
What about the Bills?
frankly, like, I just hate the fact that they cheated for them in so many games, because now they're going to get a bye, and that is very likely. Like, it becomes so much more likely. When you have a bye, like, it is way more likely that you can get to the conference championship game.
Well, yeah, you only have to play one game.
Exactly. You win one game and you're in. And
at home.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, it's really fucking ridiculous. So, I mean, I would,
Yeah.
they look, honestly, I'm just so not impressed with them. Like, as much, because, dude, like.
What about, are you unimpressed with Ryan?
No, we're talking about the Patriots.
I know, but this performance, too, is also horrible.
I said that. Like, he's awful. I'm mad that I can't do live player props. I planned on doing that. I'm surprised my book doesn't have it available. Maybe they're mad people are fucking taking them for money.
Well, they're probably all out eating and drinking also.
Dude, the thing is they have computers that do this shit. Most of them, I think. Well, I like, if you were going to make any bet right now, it would be the over on the total for the game at 41.5. But I really,
41.5, you see?
Yeah, what do you say?
Check that out. I don't have a total. I have to wait a second. Look at this bomb.
PI.
Oh, man.
God. Well, there goes that 41.5. It now just jumped up 5.5 points. That was the time. But, all right.
So, anything else, Dan, that's going on? What's going on in that hockey game? I was just surprised by the amount of goals, and that it's already 4-3. Unreal. The total's already gone over, and New Jersey just keeps pouring it on in Montreal. The goaltending has got to go. Carey Price. It's hearsay, but he's got to go. I just can't believe how far Montreal's fallen off again. How horrible they are.
Dude, I can't believe they're
They
picking
called
on
this?
Eli Apple.
I can't believe they called that. How could that be a penalty?
It's Eli Apple.
Freight to the 20. Wow, touchdown.
I don't know, man. That was a bullshit call, but
Yeah, that was a horrible call. That was uncatchable, and they didn't interfere with anything. Every single play is a penalty. It's ridiculous. In a contact sport, you can't touch them. Like, it's ridiculous.
It just makes you wonder, like, how many of these players' touchdowns are just because of penalty? Like, I know that
so many.
I know that
it's all about even just drawing penalties, just like in hockey or just like in soccer.
Wow, that's a miss. I know that the good general managers look at that type of shit. Like, they try to understand, like, okay, how much of like the success of some of these players is attributed to them performing well in crunch time, or like it's just like their stats come in garbage time, or they get helped out by huge calls to score all their touchdowns. You know what I mean? Because that matters, man. Because if you think about it, dude, if you're only scoring like 25 touchdowns a year or whatever, and you get 5 of your quarter of your touchdowns from penalties, kind of skews the number a little bit.
So
they always had penalties,
Dan,
but
what?
Yeah, it's like those baseball players that hit the 2-run homer in the the 7th or 8th inning when they're down 9-2. You guys always seem to hit the meaningless home runs, but can't get the hit when guys are on base when it's needed.
It's very similar.
So yeah, Greg, thanks again for coming on, man. Like on Thanksgiving and
no problem.
Just gotta keep finding creative ways to make it interesting and stuff. And I just was reading another show. They asked this question. They are the only other live wagering show that I know, and they do it like through the SBR network. So they have like hundreds of people watching and stuff while they're doing it. And it's just like this. But they have like 5 guys in a window, and they're all doing live wagering. And they asked, how can we make the show better? And the people gave some suggestions in the comments area, which I read. And they were like, just like post your results later on from what you did and stuff. And so maybe I should start doing that. And I guess, I mean, you do see those results in the Discord, so everyone sees that. Anything we do, we post it in the Discord. So that's what I would be saying if I was the Sports Keg guys. That's who they are over at SBR. Have you heard of those guys, Dan?
SBR? I know the site. I don't pay much attention.
Well, SBR is huge, but Sports Keg.
The Sports Keg, my buddy's friends with those guys. I think they even come on his YouTube at times and shit as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they seem pretty good.
Yeah, they keep track of their records, and so they're betting crazy for sure. Significantly more than us, but still, they're only one show, and one group of guys and stuff. So
Yeah, no, that's like, I think my guy's connected to some sort of way. They at least share information.
all right. So what's the updated lines here? Nothing really. I can get the Falcons plus 7.5.
I can't wait to see this 49ers Ravens game
Yeah.
this weekend.
So what do you like in that one?
I hate betting against the 49ers because they're like the Patriots of the NFC. I told you this, guys, before. That's ridiculous. However, that's definitely a game I will be watching and live wagering on. Based on how I see it. But I don't know. I lean Baltimore. I'm on the hype train.
So am I.
I'm on the hype train. I'm on the hype train just because I think that Garoppolo is not as good as people think.
Yeah. Did you see when they told Lamar Jackson now he's the fastest quarterback ever on Madden?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They
What he said?
Because Madden ranks him now for speed at 97.
What? 97?
Yeah. And
dude, what's funny is like I actually hold some value into what the Madden speed is because like I know like relatively like all through my life when I used to play Madden a lot, like it was pretty accurate. Like the speed in Madden.
Well, McCaffrey's the youngest person ever to get a 99, and they just made him a 99, I think 2 weeks ago. But yeah, I think Jackson's like a 97 for speed. And
he's gone. Nope, not gone. He's a little slow.
And his answer was just very deadpan. You know, that's nothing. Was just it's not fast enough.
Well, that's why Drew Brees had 300 yards passing prop.
And how many yards does he have already?
I don't know. I'm not paying attention to it because I don't have it available.
Well, the clock keeps winding down.
What's funny is the players take that stuff serious also. Because the Bears did something this year at that training camp when the Madden ratings came out. They got 5 Bears together and they're going over the ratings, and some of them are actually pissed off.
Yeah, because they play that shit.
Yeah,
they're family members and shit. You know, like.
So yeah. So what's the Monday nighter? What is the Monday night game?
It is the Seahawks playing the Vikings. Another primetime game for Russell Wilson.
They gotta They got to get
So
the
right, it's the
MVP
Vikes
back.
at the Seahawks. Wow.
I know some sharp people I know are on the Vikings. However, from side perspective, I have a hard time betting against the Seahawks. I know they had, earlier in this season, it broke a very long trend of Seahawks not ever really losing at home, and they have won at home. I think, I don't know, it is either the last 1 or 2 games. I don't know, but they've won at home at least recently, and they've been playing well, dude. I know a lot of people think that their defense been overperforming, and that's why the total's so high in that game. But they're still favorites. I don't know. A lot of people like the Vikings.
Yeah.
So the Vikings are coming out of a bye week? Sorry, Dan, I didn't mean to speak over you.
No, go ahead.
Vikings are coming off a bye week?
Is that right? Or did they play the week before? I'm just asking.
Oh, no. But isn't Zimmer... Zimmer has some ridiculous trend, too. I forget. It's either him off of... I think it's him off of a loss or something. He covers the spread, like, almost always after a loss.
Huh.
Yeah, I have problems putting money on Cousins in a big game.
Yeah, like, I'd much rather... Exactly, especially behind the Seattle home crowd. Like, honestly, it's minus 2.5 now. I should probably lock it in because it's only going to go that. It's probably only going to go to minus 3. Seattle.
Mm-hmm.
It's the truth. A field goal here would be big for me. I need to stop here.
Me too. Come on, baby.
I know the NFL is cool with a stop too, probably. This is a hard stop, though. Drew Brees is good in these short down situations. Oh my God! Right into his hands, and he dropped it.
Beautiful. Beautifully beautiful.
What do you have that you're happy about that?
The under.
Oh, for the first half?
No, the whole thing.
Oh, okay. That's better.
Oh.
At this point, there's 9 minutes left. The stupid Falcons have nothing to lose, so they're just hucking it downfield and getting flags. Doink it. Muff the snap. Nope. Okay. Gives me a touchdown buffer.
And what do you have?
Not thrilled about that.
What's your play on this early?
Under first half, 24.5.
I see.
Yeah. Not looking good with the way they've been throwing the flags. There's so much time left. I know there's going to be at least a touchdown. The only way there won't be a touchdown is if there's only 2 field goals at this point, the way I see it in this half playing out. There's just way too much time in the way that these teams play their 2-minute offenses. They're going to fucking get yards. But anything can happen, you know? But we just need Falcons to take like a long drive here.
Mm-hmm. Eat up all the clock, kick another field goal, or miss. And that's the end of the half. Even better.
Falcons to drive like 40 yards, pin the Saints down. Then the Saints take like a 5-minute drive down and kick a field goal.
Could happen.
Yeah, so looking back in retrospect, the perfect time to lay the bet here would have been right after that punt, pretty much, on the under.
Yeah.
That would have been the money play.
52.5. Or whatever.
I think you would have had basically a 10.5 point buffer. No, 12.5 point buffer here in this situation, which
Right.
I think is money.
Oh.
I think I'm playing against Julio Jones in fantasy, which is
So Matt Ryan comes back again next year as the quarterback of the Falcons then,
so sad.
right?
Probably.
Yeah, I mean, they're not. I don't think they can trade him. They're not gonna bench him.
I mean, he's just like Flacco. You know what I mean? But at least Flacco even had a Super Bowl win, you know? Not the most devastating loss in history.
Okay, now we need the fucking New Orleans defense to fucking start stepping it up. I'm surprised they're having this much success running the ball, though. There we go. That's a good stop. Because the Saints defense is like known for being stout against the run. Like they give up passes, but
Right. Yeah.
they're usually good against the run with Cameron Jordan and those guys they have up front. Tony Dungy calling it like it is, calling the player out that it's the block assignment. Oh, that's a big play.
Yeah, this is okay. Just keep that clock going. And as you say, get it right down there and then muff this field goal. You know?
I think they're going in for a touchdown.
No, I don't think so.
Fucking
I think
stupid Matt Ryan.
It's gonna start to stall right about now.
The refs are making Matt Ryan feel confident again.
I don't
Bailing
think
him out.
this is where it's gonna stall. This is where a penalty's gonna happen or something. False start.
Oh, that's awful. That was a low block. I'm surprised they didn't call that.
Definitely want to hold him to a field goal here. And I don't know about any of the live wagering tonight. We didn't get into that. There just doesn't seem to be anything that. Yeah.
Well, I just realized anybody that bet the Saints first quarter, like on the spread, is so happy because they were about to go in and score that touchdown right before the quarter ended, and then the quarter ended. They went on the other side and punched it in. I just need the clock to run, and I need a turnover. Need a turnover at this point. Field goal's not good enough. We need the turnover. What number did you get for the over-under, you said?
Me?
Yeah.
50.
Okay. 50?
Yeah.
Oh, that's money, dude.
Yeah.
3rd and 7. All right, this is it. This is a big stop. They stop him here. It's not even a gimme field goal. Who's their kicker again? Is it Bryant? Who the hell's their kicker?
I
don't
can't even
know.
remember.
It used to be Brian. I'm not sure who it is because he missed the extra point.
He missed the extra point here,
that
right?
would be consistent with Matt Bryant, but I don't know.
But no, that's I don't think that's Matt
Oh,
Bryant because
my
they
God,
said
really?
I thought they said it was his first miss this year.
Wow.
Oh, they didn't give it to him. Nice. They're going for it, obviously. Oh, no, that wasn't a catch.
No, definitely wasn't. Totally was not.
You think the NFL is going to fuck with Peyton here? The NFL goes back and forth on Peyton a lot, man.
Yeah.
Bountygate. Well, Bountygate scandal.
Well, yeah, I think they got him back for that one in the last year's playoffs.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
So, as we come down to the
I
end of
think
another
they're
show, I don't
think they're pissed
know.
off at him again for pushing through the pass interference review.
Yeah, but dude, they love the Saints for that now because now they're like, wow, the Saints just gave us more power basically by creating this ridiculous rule now. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, live betting the Super Bowl will be fun, at least for sure. You know what I mean? And just keep doing these standalone Monday, Thursday night games. I think is a good thing, just because people are just only watching one game. Their attention is on one game, and so they can pay attention to us and the game at the same time. You know what I mean?
damn,
Anyways, that's my reasoning.
it's true.
You sure they're actually paying attention to us?
Not many are paying attention right now.
So you got the over under at 45.5 now, so you got some value at
Yeah.
50 there.
No,
at least at least in this current situation.
I got 46 and a half here. Through Jazz.
Wait, did they rule that incomplete? On my site, on my site it says they ruled it incomplete.
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
I thought they ruled it a catch.
Well, maybe they've already done the video review and it's now incomplete.
Video review during the commercial.
They probably have already done it.
Nah, but usually this doesn't update until after the game, because this is like kind of like watching the game through the, like the game cast.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, maybe it isn't complete, so maybe they know before we do.
I mean, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to know that one. We saw it. You saw it instantly. It touched the...
Miss it.
So this is what I told you. This is what's going to happen. Remember, I told you that he's going to dong it.
It's Young... How can we forget? Young Ho Koo is the kicker. Yes! Missed it!
Nice. I told you, man. I told you it was going to happen. I called that.
I'm not home yet, but that's so big. That's so big for the under. Oh, dude, that just dropped the under 2 points for you. Should have been 3. So I think he was 10 for 11. Oh, Young Ho. Young Ho. Cool, thank you. Oh, that's what you get for having, an unproven kicker. We'll say that.
All right. Well, yeah, just leave it at that. Be safe.
All right, so wow. They don't want to play defense.
Yeah. Here come the Saints.
The Saints are marching in, it looks like.
Well, didn't you say you wanted them to then come back down and hit a field goal, right?
That's what I wanted, yeah.
Okay, so
honestly,
so I
I'll
called it.
take-
This is
take
exactly what's
this, too.
unfolding.
I'll take this too. I'll take a couple runs and a punt. Couple runs, an incomplete pass, and a punt would be perfect too, because Atlanta will get the ball back and eat up. I mean, but then you got to worry about Matt Ryan interception, which is pretty likely to happen. The odds on that are probably minus 150 for this game.
Here we go. Breeze is really good at that, at throwing back against, and then they run the screen out the other way.
He's so good, Kamara too. They're game planning completely around him too.
They totally go, and then they they screen, and then they run those screens like that, and.
But do you see what Breeze is doing a lot of shit there that Dak doesn't do? He's looking the offense off twice. He had them going one way, then he looked the other way, and then he went back to Kamara. If you watch today, Dak was the Bills were just watching his eyes and just reading him every play, and they were just attacking wherever his eyes went.
Okay, we're down to the 2-minute warning.
But that's partly coaching, man. You got to have the right game plan against that. I think that the Dallas is definitely outcoached a little bit today, as well as outplayed. It didn't help their owners putting all that pressure on them. Yeah, no, today. I think that they could easily still make the playoffs.
So you guys, I'd say that we call this show for tonight on Thanksgiving a close, because we did 2 hours earlier today as well.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right, I'll cut to the main scene here for me for the end. I just was kind of bagged, so yeah, why don't we do that, and we'll rock for sure on Monday night, because it's going to be a really great game, and I'm totally looking forward to that. And I definitely think there'll be some opportunities there to do some live wagering. So Greg, thank you for your input.
Do you guys have an early lean before we head to the game? Seattle.
The under, I have an early lean towards in that game personally.
Early lean, okay. Under.
Yeah, mine's basically more anti-Cousins, big gameplay.
Yeah, under sounds good then.
It pains me to say that, being a Michigan State guy, but that gives me a little more insight on Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, he is not. He's good, but he's he's got Dalvin Cook too. Yeah, he's pretty good. He's pretty good.
Well, he's got Cook, he's got Thielen, and he's got
a lot of weapons. Diggs,
he's got weapons.
Yeah.
So.
All right, guys. All right.
All right. Good one. Have a good day.
Care.
All right. Peace
Good luck
out.
this weekend.
All right. See you guys. All right.
Peace.
Later. guys. We'll be back on Monday night.